Okay. So, fuck, Scorpio, energy, fuck Jupiter, fuck you, fuck everything. Fuck Buckethead, man. This dude's way too good. Yeah, this is holding me forever. Buckethead. Alright, Scorps. Everything is shit right now. I fucking get it. I don't know. You know how the sound is. I went ahead and plugged in the Sterling. I don't know, stop being lazy. Yo, I'm never not lazy. It's mine. I don't know. Look at that. Bam. That's what I get for fucking talking shit. Alright, Scorps, what's up? What the fuck is going on, man? Like, this is... I don't know, we gotta pull people through this shit, cause like... Man, I fucking... book on the strength. I don't need to fucking... Man, that's why I didn't want to do this energy, man. It's like... Oh, it's just such a fucking... Like that, right there, bam. I don't know, man. I'm just so sick of like all of this energy, man. It's just like I'm so tired of bullshit. I'm so tired of just fucking people. I don't even know, man. Like it's here I'm all like trying to tell myself I'm gonna do this quick. Fucking no, man. To get through to this, it took me like we're underground right now, man. We're digging, and it's just like I get it, man. The Scorp energy right now is just like fucking hell yeah, King of Swords. Just like fuck everything. Just dig. I think about people get that. It's just like sometimes shit's fucked up. And there's nothing you can do. Hermit status, like. This is all anyone can do. Judgment. Yeah, you know what? Judgment. Fuck it. It's like Queen of Cups says, man, my judgy little face. Here I am fucking running my mouth. Fuck it. That's, yeah. Scorpionic judgment. And realistically, I feel like some of us, particularly the ladies, that like know what's going on, that like know. I mean, you see that shit? Fucking. That's Queen of Wands in reverse. So like here I am talking about like what's going on. We got the Ten of Cups down here. We could all be happy as fuck, man. But we got a bunch of people that are just being like trifling. You know what I mean? And it's just. It's not helpful. It's not. We got other shit, man. Like. Orcas, okay, like, let me just throw this out there. They haven't had, they're, like, poor mom's running around with her calf for 3 days. Her dead calf. She won't let it fucking go. Because, dude, they haven't, like, the orca population has not had a baby in 4 years. Okay? Like, I shouldn't have to put this in a rhythm for you to know it's a goddamn rap. And you need to get your heads out of your asses about your fucking, like, oh, we got a big bank account? Great. Fuck you. You're the reason the world's fucked up. You and your one country where your piece of paper goes somewhere, like McDonald's. Shut the fuck up. People are dying everywhere so that you can live to excess, alright? And at this point, you fucked up the seasons. Okay, they are shifting now. Alright, we are late into, like, Maya, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all motherfuckers. I just, You know what? Why not? Crossing this reading. Crossing this reading. We have Three of Wands in reverse. So, it's talking about traveling, it's talking about surveying your kingdom. Well, realistically, if this is Scorpionic judgment, I'm a Scorpio, fuck you. And this is it. Okay, the kingdom is fucked up right now. Rome is on fire, and y'all asshats are trying to figure out, like, what your fucking gender is. Jesus Christ. Alright? You don't need kids cutting their giblets off. Alright? You know, and realistically, you know what my definition of a transgender is? You wanna know my opinion? While we're all, you know, so happy to, like, browbeat each other with our opinion. You wanna know what my opinion of a transgender is? It's someone who can combine the alpha and the omega and doesn't have to fucking, you know, whatever. Unhappy home. There it is, man. Crossing this reading, we got judgment, we got fucking opinions flying every which fucking way, and shit is just fucking fucked up right now, alright? And like, you know, more people need to learn to say no. More people need to learn to say, I disagree, and you can have your loud ass opinion or whatever, but you don't get to tell me to shut up. Like, okay? And quite frankly, let me tell you this, when you're yelling, you're losing. When you want to resort to violence, you're usually losing. Like, and you know, let me tell you this way, ladies, you don't get to pin that off on being like, oh, well, somebody should beat him up. That would be resorting to violence. If you have to, oh, you can't hit me because I'm a whatever, that would be resorting to violence. You're resorting to your trump card that is, I'm gonna say some shit that should get me smacked, and like, oh, but you can't hit me. If you're saying that, you need to be real careful, because you probably are very aware that you're using fighting words, you know, and it's like, if you were a dude, you'd get your block knocked, alright? So, manners, and, you know, maybe be polite, and, you know, fuck. I don't know, it's a fucked up time right now, but, like, there's a lot of shit where, you know, we're walking on eggshells for no fucking reason, when, like, there's legitimate problems going on, alright? And, like, here I am just fucking ranting, man. Like, subconscious. What the fuck is in this? Whatever, dude. Page of Swords. Fuck that, man. Like, yeah, let's just talk about a Page of Swords in reverse real quick. Spying or deception. Reflecting back over your shoulder. I mean, you know what, fine, we're gonna take it, because in your subconscious, you know, and realistically, you know, we were seeing the moon earlier, like, who are you deceiving, you know what I mean, like, you want clarity, you want people to come to you with respect, you want, but you gotta understand, respect is not something that you can demand, it's something that's earned, and, you know, if you're like, well, as a powerful so-and-so, you know, you have to such and such. And it's like, well, okay, but what was your power? Was being, you know, I mean, fuck it, I'm just gonna say, was being seductive your power? Because if being seductive was your power, you signed a non-disclosure agreement, you know? Shit, I mean, I don't know, man. And it's just one of those things of like, you know, dude, I thought it was powerful. That's cool, you know, rock and roll. It's like Lady Gaga says, man, you know, ain't no way I could be stopped. Was coming for your heart, you know, gonna make it to the top or whatever. Well, that means she's dating the right boyfriend right now for her, apparently. That's you know, that was acceptable to her. As a musician, she was like, I'm willing to do anything to make it, including that, and cool, great. I hope the music is good. I hope you can hear the artistic integrity. You know what I mean? That she was willing to do anything but practice. And yeah, you know, I think you have strength. You know, this is Leo season, like, here it is, but like, man, like, that's not power. To hold somebody else's mouth shut and be like, yeah, I mean, that's gagging somebody and telling them, you know, just ask for help. No big deal, right? Fucking Temperance, man, upside down. It's a lot of cards, I don't know. Fuck yeah, man, that's like the Scorpio energy. So crowning thoughts is just fucking every knife in the back, man. And like, good night. I mean, at least a 10 means you're coming to the end of it, man. Fucking there you are. What up? What's not? It's like, again, man, fucking, I can't pull something that's not fucking 100 cards. I'm not trying to do a million books here, especially, like, coming towards you, like, let's fucking get something simple. Coming towards you, man. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. And you know, I like this. Literally, the Fool, this is the Joker card, and the fucking Ace of Pentacles, man. So it's like, you know, I mean, like, let's while we're gonna be there, while we're already having this fucking conversation, while we're pretending that Quaaludes are fucking tranquilizers and that, you know, a cocaine habit is cheap and that Marilyn Manson didn't break up with nobody, or that, you know, Dr. Luke and Christian Carino are basically the same guy with a difference of opinion on, you know, fucking... yeah, you know what? I think maybe, ladies, why don't you play the Fool a little bit? How about y'all come forward with some offers? Because for a minute now, men have been doing it, and you know, more and more recently, it seems to be like you don't like the way that we're doing it. You don't like the way we're hitting on you. I get that, you know. Shit, I've had a lot of women hit on me in weird ass ways. But yeah, dude. How about you know? Let's set some examples here. How about you do unto others, right? How about you show us how you want it done? And you don't just get to hit on the hot ones, by the way. Like, big is beautiful. That goes both ways. Let's come up with some more double standards so I can just go ahead and fuck you in half with. But, bam, dude, like... Okay. So, you got the King of Cups. That's Scorpio energy. I mean, that's water sign as hell. It's being gentle, it's being emotional, it's being, and you know, maybe that's what it is because, you know, you don't have enough of this, you want communication, but when somebody asks you how you're doing and your fucking world is falling apart, what do you say? I'm fine. What the fuck, man? See, this is why I didn't want to do this reading, is because, like, I don't want to have this conversation, alright? I don't want to be talking about how, no, Aziz Ansari, you know, man, and you know what, like, this is what we're going to talk about, hopes and fears, because this is Aziz Ansari right here, okay? And you know what, he's feeling defensive. This is Aziz Ansari. He just showed up in the Scorpio reading because he's a fucking badass, and he needs to be talked about. He is doing alright. He's got his fucking shit together. He's the King of Pentacles. He is sitting in his power, man. He's got his fucking shit together, man. He's famous, he's got his money, he's, you know, a great guy, you know, like, he's dude, he's fit. I mean, you see, this dude's fit, alright, like, fuck you, you know, like, this beautiful brown boy, you know what I'm saying? Right here, got the Seven of Wands, man, you're defensive, and you know why he's defensive? Because some girl decided, alright, I'm gonna go hit on Aziz Ansari, right, because that dude's famous, and he should know better that, like, he's just so not, you know, in my league for any. Let's just, you know, be sexist and racist and just real for a second. Let's be Scorpios about this. Let's just assume the worst. Because let's be real, everybody out there is the worst, especially when they're going for fame. And ain't no way you could be stopped. What's coming for your heart and all that fun shit. See, there are certain things, ladies, like if you're following him back to Warner Brothers Studios, or you're going to an office, or you're going to, you know, even that, you know, be careful, you know what I mean? But like, if you're following him back to his apartment, don't like knock this dude for assuming that he was on a date with you and trying to make a move. Because there are plenty of women that if you don't make a move, I mean, like, you can't be, I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand every woman is a lockbox and they're all picked and this and that and the other, but let me put it to you this way. The clitoris, the G-spot, like all this shit, like the orgasm, okay, that most of you are not getting, alright, comes in the same way every time, alright? And realistically, you know, you gotta start communicating a little bit more about what you actually want or you're never gonna get what you want. Because, I mean, you know, you're expecting us to be psychics, and I got the cards right here telling you, man, like, don't, you know, keep your mouth shut and, like, expect shit to just happen, because, no, dude, like, if you're, you know what, like, if you're acting, like, here, acting lesson 1, if you're acting like you're on a date with somebody, and they make a move on you, and you act surprised, I mean, y'all are supposed to be the smart gender, right? Like, just saying. Outwitting us, right? Beguiling us with your wiles. I don't know, man. This is rough. This is not a fun fucking, good night. Yeah, dude. Your environment is an unhappy home, and what is this? Yeah, fucking no chariot. It's literally, like, you want to talk about, like, going on vacation, you want to talk about fucking, literally, you've got the chariot is out of balance, okay? You've got an unhappy home, like, there's a lot of, you know, and let me put it to you this way. If you don't want men to act like predators, okay, you gotta stop being tail, okay? Talk about chasing tail, you know what I mean? Like chasing game come to. Well, realistically, when you are chasing something, if you are running, if you are doing this thing, right? I mean, it's about balance, and real equality is not, you know, let me just accept favors from everyone and just act like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, maybe somebody's being nice. That's not, you know, unheard of. But, like, just think of it like, you know, maybe on the level of, like, is he being nice to everyone? Did he buy the bar around, or did he buy you a drink? And, like, you know, literally, you know, we've got the dude who did the, oh, but you'll drink the drink, though. You'll drink the drink, though. Everybody was laughing at that joke. Everybody agreed with him on the fact that those dudes are being creepy, okay? But then you want to go turn around and, like, y'all need to watch The Little Mermaid, okay? Because let me tell you, Ursula's song, Poor Unfortunate Souls, her whole cave is done up like a vagina, for one thing. I mean, like, you don't know what a cervix is, take a look. And, yeah, literally, Poor Unfortunate Souls, I mean, we got, like, a body language thing going on here, right? And, like, legit, you can't make it illegal to be a fat guy. It's not going to happen, especially considering we're usually the ones that, you know, you talk about breaking your back, man, but it's the bank breakers or whatever that really get to keep the country going. You know, you're not going to have Jay and Silent Bob. You're not going to have Quentin Tarantino without, I mean, yeah, you can call him a pig, but that fat cat who, like, made those movies happen, dude, he took hella risks on people. And, like, okay, Rose, like, I get it. Maybe, you know, you had some, like, buyer's remorse or whatever. But, like, you did get to fuck a rock star. You got to have all your, you know, you charmed, you know, your way right up into a fairly lucrative career. And, like, let's be real, what was your starting, you know, role? I mean, like, you know, you died with your ass hanging out a doggy door. I could turn that into a porno in 12 different ways, man. Like, I mean, you know, if you're in a horror movie and it's like, dude, I don't need you to lock up when I get on set. If I've paid however much, if I've shelled out for, like, for this production, and, you know, we do however, you know, we do all kinds of crap, and then, like, it gets to the fucking end of the movie, and I'm like, alright, I need my tits, like, no offense, like, but we hired you because, yes, you have a pretty face, but you also have huge tits. And the whole point of hiring you, I'm sorry, yeah, we gave you some lines. We didn't make your character so fucking one-dimensional. But the whole reason, fuck you, that in this horror movie, we got your character so that in the shower scene, when you're hanging out in fucking in the gym locker or whatever, in the fucking, you know, killer shows up with the knife and tries to kill you in the I mean, you gotta run across the football field naked. You know, I mean, yeah, it sure is it's a real scenario, and that could totally, but dude, it was totally an excuse to see your tits. It sells movies, sex sells, we know that. I mean, come on. Why do you wear makeup? You know what I mean? Like, why do you, you know, I mean, it just is, it's easier when you're beautiful. Life is easier when you're pretty. More people want to be your friend, and, like, more people want to fucking just, you know what, fuck it, so we're going to end. What can you do about this? The Hanged Man, that is weird as shit. You know, even better. So you got the Hangman, literally the Slipknot card. What's up? So it's getting stronger in oneself after a lot of deliberating and delaying, and, you know, and it's literally, maybe it's not putting out so many, maybe dudes, it's time to, like, lay down the wands and shit. Maybe it's just time to do you and, you know, let shit come your way. I didn't mean for this to be a fucking MGTOW fucking red pill reading, but, I mean, you know, and shit, that, I mean, like, guys, no, ultimatums, alright, ultimatums are dumb, okay? Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Well, you know, fucking, only Jedi played everything on the Sith. Fuck you. Yeah, I don't know. But legit, you know, I mean, this was an intense reading, man. This sucked. I knew I didn't want to do this. But yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is. It's self-improvement. It's maybe not being so quick out the gate with shit. It's maybe just being like, yo, dude, look, I've been saying that to everybody, is let shit come to me. You know what I mean? And you know, you need to be getting over this energy. You need to fucking just, oh man, that's rough. You know, I mean, like, really all I can say is, I mean, Scorpios, I think y'all are gonna be good, you know, better at doing this than anybody, is just evaluate your shit, you know, before you go all in, before you're all, you know, wands about it, literally, before you're doing this shit, maybe just, you know, pump the brakes a little bit, feel her out, you know, be like, hey, you know, so what do you do for a living, you know what I mean, like, maybe be a chick about it, maybe, it's like I say, balance, you know, guys, maybe, you know, okay, here's the thing, let's just underline all this with, everything boils down to sex, death, and money. Okay, like, I had somebody mention drugs to me earlier, and that's a really interesting way to put kind of a fucked up multiplier on all that, but it all boils down to sex, death, and money, alright? Girls, you've made yourselves disposable for sex for a long time, okay? It's how you get what you want. You flirt. It's fine, okay? Guys, you've made yourself disposable for death for a long time. It's how you get what you want. You, like, are meatheads, and you're like, I'll die for you. Well, they don't really appreciate you dying for them anymore, man. And, you know, maybe you need to stop being so, you know, one-track minded with the whole sex thing, because you never appreciated them for sex. You realize how few women come? Okay, like, let me just be gross for a second. 1 in 20 women. And it's usually an accident. You know what I mean? Like, it's not to say that women don't know their own bodies. They gotta get a fucking vacuum in there or whatever to, like, you know, figure their own shit out, because they don't have their own shit figured out. Nobody has their shit figured out. But, like, realistically, dude, it all boils down to money. And, you know, you want to be greedy about your shit. And, you know, shit's, I don't like it. This is how it is. Sex, death, and money, man. And right now, shit is way out of balance. And, you know, I mean, I hate to let me just be a doomsayer here, because fuck it, man. I'm a Scorpio. I get to do that. Yeah, man. It's gonna break. And, you know, at some point, man, is it gonna break. Alright, y'all.